Brian Douglas Theriot.
There you go.
For sharing. We believe that his agenda is what we believe in across the board, and some of the closest friends tonight are here, and we'd like to just hear from some of his supporters. So thank you for coming. Enjoy yourself, but I'll turn it over to Mr. Ronnie.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I think most of you know who I am, but for the ones who don't, I'm Ronnie Theriot. I'm Brian's father, and I'm the current sheriff in St. Martin Parish. Been there for a little over 15 years now. I had 14 years in the military police, 1 year in Vietnam, and then I had 31 years in the state police, retired as a major in the state police. And the people of St. Martin Parish gave me the honor to serve them for the last 15 plus years. So I've been very, very happy with that, and I've garnered a lot of support. And we still have a lot of support. But the thing is, there comes a time they ask me, I'm 72 right now, and I'll be almost 74 when I retire. So they say, well, why are you retiring? I say, because, you know, I want to spend some time with my wife and do what we want to do.
Amen.
Do y'all agree with that?
It's done.
And anyway, in life, change is constant. And I think it's time now for some new, young blood to come take over. And I can tell you, I can speak for my son and my family. Although he's not perfect, I have to whip him a few times.
So did Robin.
And yeah, speaking about that, Lenny and Robin's, they're second mother and father. His second mother and father.
Absolutely.
But nonetheless, is that you know, I'm very proud of my son and all my family members. But the thing is, especially proud of Brian. Y'all know he just retired from wildlife and fisheries after 20 plus years. He has his bachelor's from UL in criminal justice, and he went on to get his master's from LSU in government administration.
Awesome.
Absolutely, that in a sense enhances his qualifications greatly, as y'all all know. But more than that, honestly, he's honest. He loves God. He loves his family. He believes in doing what I said throughout my whole campaign, and still say it even today. We believe in the 3 R's. Always do the right thing. You do it the right way. You should always do it for the right reasons. You know, you can do the right thing, but have a wrong motive and do it for the wrong reasons. We should always do it for the right reasons. It's not about us. It shouldn't be a selfish thing. It's about serving you, the constituency, that put your trust and voting confidence in us to do what's right for you and all the people of St. Martin Parish. And not just us, because we work together with, Bobby can tell you, with all the other surrounding sheriffs and other police departments. So it's about protecting you. And that's what it's all about. And I truly believe with all my heart, I love my son. Emotion.
That's all right.
Should be.
Yeah. But I know with the vote of confidence from the people, and he's going to get that. There's no doubt. I see just 4 weeks now he's been retired. The momentum in his campaign is tremendous right now. There was some speculation that they didn't know who he wasn't going to do anything, but right now, a lot of them are running scared. Bobby, can you attest to that?
Yeah, I think he's, like I said about you, there's nobody more honorable, more deserving than you, and I know that if he's part of you, he has to be a part of that. You're remarkable, and I'm sure he is too. I haven't got to spend much time with him, but I've heard a lot of good things from a neighbor. We're looking forward to this campaign. We're looking forward. I told you a long time ago I was going to be with you 100%, and I'm there.
I appreciate that, Bobby. Thank you all so much. But anyway, I don't want to. I want to take the whole floor, but I just want to say this again. I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate Brent and Donna hosting this for us tonight. Thank y'all so much. And thank y'all all for coming. And
Donna, would you like
Dave's
to
gonna
say a
talk
few
next.
words too?
But I will for 1 second. My name's Lionel
I
Rainey.
don't want to cut you off.
No
but
problem.
I think you were finished up.
yeah, I was.
I own a consulting firm out of Baton Rouge. We run a pretty good amount of races. The last 3 state races that have been won in the state of Louisiana, we've run. I think we'll be representing your next Secretary of State too. But yeah, he gave me a call and came to our office and sat down and met with us, and I couldn't have been more impressed. And he asked me to come on board and represent it here with London from our office. And we could not be more excited than to be on his campaign, to be helping him with his campaign. It's not going to be that much work for us. We're just going to be able to let him go out and do his thing. But I'm as happy as I can be and pleased as I can be, and really honored to be able to represent somebody like him. And I'll hush, you don't want to hear from the campaign guy, and turn it over to Brian and let him talk to you guys.
Well, I appreciate the kind words. You know, I'm humbled, very humbled for the friends I have here. Some of my best friends. One of the best moves that I've ever made in my life was attending high school at Catholic High School in New Iberia. And I met some of the best friends in my life. My second set of parents in the back. And you know, everything happens for a reason. And I knew several years ago when I was with Wildlife and Fisheries, when I got the nod to move to Baton Rouge to run our training section, and I ran the training academy for our entire state, which is 250 plus agents. And they basically mandated that I spend 3 nights a week in Baton Rouge, and so I said, well, I mean, why don't I go to grad school and you know, get my master's degree? Because I knew one day, whenever he was ready to go, that I was going to be ready to fill in. And so I attained my master's in public administration from LSU, which is basically running a public entity from the human resource function, the policy implementation, governmental budgeting, budget forecasting, the whole gamut. And St. Martin has a $14 million budget.
Oh, not quite 15, 14.8.
$15 million budget, and you know, whoever steps in, I mean, when you're a sheriff, the freedom that you possess, you know, you have to have somebody who's got an ethical compass, a moral compass, somebody who possesses integrity, that wants to do what's right for the people of St. Martin Parish. And again, you know, my wife, she's where she's at. She's right there, you know, she's hiding. She's an extremely nervous person, you know.
Come on, Colette,
know,
you got to speak after a
and-
while.
Dynamite. Yeah. Super
man.
personality, super person, big family. Has a lot of, I mean, she probably has a lot, she probably knows more people than I do in St. Martin Parish. Honestly, she worked for the old sheriff's department. My friend Hugh Andre's uncle, Charles Fusilli. She worked for the St. Martin Parish School Board. She's a Farm Bureau agent in St. Martin Parish now. And I mean, I couldn't be with a better person right now. And it all happens for a reason. And I firmly believe we're all going to win this. And again, I appreciate all of you being here tonight. Very good friends. There's no way that I can do this without any of y'all. It's going to take a team effort. There's going to be a lot of money spent. One of my opponents is a very affluent guy, and he ran in 2003 against my father. Spent a bunch of money, so it's going to take money, you know. And we think that we're going to be able to raise money, you know, with people like yourselves, and everybody possesses a certain amount of influence. Just making small talk, going around, you know, telling people, you know, hey, I met Brian. You know, I think he's a good guy. I think he's a great candidate. That means a lot. You know, some people might have not have any personal relationship with anybody in a race, but when they hear one of you say, he's a friend of mine, that goes a long way.
It does.
So, thanks again for turning out.
Right. Can I say something?
Yes. This is my Uncle Mike Fusilli.
My name is Mike. I'm a city councilman in St. Martinville. I've been in the city council for 25 years.
I ran for state representative about 12 years ago. Thank God I didn't win because I wouldn't want to be in Baton Rouge if you gave it to me right now. But more important than that, Brian's mama was my sister. And she was 10 years older than me, so she was like a second mom to me. Ronnie was as a narcotics agent. Brian was a little younger than me, so Ronnie was like a daddy and Brian was like a little brother to me. I remember one day watching the Saints game. I was about 14 years old, and Ronnie said, "I'm gonna be sheriff one day." And we started making plans. And sure enough, Ronnie became sheriff. And I think he's been one of the best sheriffs, if not the best sheriff St. Martin Parish has ever had. And the last thing we need is more politicians in this nation. Politics is a simple word. Poly means many, and a tick is a blood-sucking creature. A lot of politicians, and we can look at what's happening to our nation. Sheriff is a very, very important position in any place. And I know Brian is going to be the next sheriff of St. Martin Parish, and it's very important that we have him.
Thank y'all for coming on.
Thank you, Mike. Anybody want to say anything else?
Colette.
Colette?
I just smiled. Dynamite comes in small packages. Come on.
This is a kickoff.
Thank y'all.
We're just getting started.
Arrest me, that day.